Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day, good moment to you whenever and wherever you are on this sweet, wild, sacred earth. I'm Julie Ling, and this is the Voice of Wonder. Last one didn't want to be rung. I invite you to let yourself settle. You are made of stars. Let your energy settle down into your body, which is made up of star stuff itself. Let your breath breathe you. Notice it rising and falling, and let it bring you into your body. And I invite you to listen as the flute opens your heart. The other day, I was thinking about, what wants to come for my next video? And I realized, just popped into my mind, this piece I wrote about 4 years ago. It seems very apropos for the time. It's called A Secret Wish. A secret wish. If wishes were horses, then beggars would ride. And what if wishes are horses and we all can ride? I love that wish. If all the raindrops were lemon drops and gumdrops, oh, what a world it would be. If wishes were not fraught with danger, with the possibility of punishment, there's only three. Don't waste them anyway. They'll turn to naught. That's what happens when you wish. You become a beggar. Pardon my French. Fuck that shit. I choose, I claim a world where wishes are our birthright, where each cycle of three is like a magical game. Let's try this out. What if? What if the raindrops were lemon drops and gumdrops for an hour, for a day, for a moment? Ow, that hurt. It was delicious, but let's try jujubes next time. They're softer. Where wishing wasn't frowned upon, but encouraged, where dreams were the order of the day. Julie, Johnny, what do you wish for today? What's your dream? And it was granted. That was fun, but maybe not. Let's try something else this time. My secret wish is for a world full of Ms. Frizzles. She was a teacher from the Magic School Bus, and if you've never watched an episode, I invite you to look for it streaming somewhere, who tell us all right, class, it's time to get messy, take chances, and make mistakes. A world where shame was a word in a foreign language nobody spoke anymore. Where we tried, and when we fell down, the mom said, "That was a big boom," and we all laughed and got up and tried again. Where no matter what it was that happened, that didn't happen, there was no judgment. Best friend of scorn and son of shame, their stern-faced mother. Just acceptance. Acceptance and a herd of cats, curiously unkilled. Wondering, what if we tried that next? That experiment didn't work out quite the way we thought. What should we try now? What game shall we play? What shall we wish for today? This is my not so secret now wish. A world full of wonder and wakefulness, of curiosity and cats and dogs wagging their tails and tossing them different treats this time. A lot more wag. Where in the face of a mistake we say, what now do I wish for? Wishes are winged, and we all do ride. That's the secret I want to find inside of the fortune cookie of this day as I open it up, prying apart the eggy crust to see what's written inside. Wishes are winged, and we all can ride. If all the raindrops were lemon drops and gumdrops, oh, what a world it would be. I'd stand outside with my mouth open wide. I wouldn't care if I never came inside. Lemon drops, gumdrops, jujubes, cream puffs landing all over our faces, licking the whipped cream off our clothes. What if the glasses of racists became rose-colored and all they could see was the beauty in everyone, everywhere? And they became glasses that looked inside too and accepted everything, loved it all, so there was no other to judge, to blame. What if we all gave up judgment, criticism, self-hate that has gone out in concentric circles throughout all time like horrible echoes for spring, for a lark, and came home singing instead? If all the raindrops were lemon drops and gumdrops, the rain, it rains on the just and the unjust, but mostly on the just. If all the raindrops were lemon drops and gumdrops, they would get more candy. What if we just stopped, took a time out, and all played games for a day, put down the clipboards of comparison, of judgment, of guilt, and blame and shame, and played a board game? If all the raindrops were lemon drops and gumdrops, oh, what a world this would be. Today I invite you to notice, where could you make a wish? Where could you let yourself? What would you love? It's so easy to focus on what we don't want. We pretty much all know what that is. But can you look for what you'd love? Do you know what it is? What would you wish for? What do you dare wish for? Without attachment, what if the wishing were the thing and getting it were just a great side benefit? Honestly, your brain, mind, body can't tell the difference between what you imagine, what you wish for, and what you experience. And this life is short. And wishing for, thinking of, imagining, practicing what you'd love is so much more fun, feels so much better, more freer, more open, more empowered, more joyful than practicing what you don't want, which you're very likely to get, by the way. So what if, just for today, you practiced wishing? I love the line in the Disney song, "A dream is a wish your heart makes." What wish would your heart make today? Are you willing to let it? Are you willing to revel in it? Are you willing to, just for the sake of how good and how juicy it feels, let yourself wish it? Let your heart dream. Have the dream that is the wish your heart would make. What if you did that? I'm going to play while I invite you to just call up one thing that you would love. And it could be outrageous. It doesn't matter. This is for fun. And let yourself breathe out and breathe in again. You know, when my daughter was a little girl, she asked me one day, "Mom, what does inspire mean?" I think I just used the word. And I remember looking out the window at the fir trees in the distance and realizing that it just means to breathe in. Inspiration is available to you in any moment. All you got to do is breathe in. So breathe in and let your wish arise within you and just be with it. Just write it on the magic flute, on the wave of the music. And if wishes are horses and we all can ride, how long can you ride this wish? This wish. How much juice can you get out of it? How much pleasure, how much joy, just for the sake of that, without any attachment to whether or not it shows up out there or not. How deeply can you feel it in here? What does it look like, taste like, smell like, feel like? How does the air feel on your skin? Is it warm or cold? How is the light? Is it dim with candles all around, or is it bright in the middle of the day? I invite you to ride this wish now. feeling it? Are you seeing it? Are you hearing it? Is it just a picture in front of you? Or is it all around you in 360 degrees? I invite you into the, what the heck are those called? The surround sound theaters, where it's all around you in living color, in stereo. You've got one inside of you. Can you get the projector going? Can you get the stereo in Dolby just the way you like it? Can you hear it, see it, feel it, taste it, touch it, smell it? I double dog dare you. A little more, a little more. Ride this wish that is a horse, a winged horse that you can ride. And as you go through your day, or your evening, or your night, or you step sideways into the in-between of dreams, I invite you to take out this wish or drop yourself into it, see it, feel it all around you, and see how long you can write it, just for the pleasure of it, just for the joy of it, for the wonder, the beauty of it. Why not? You're standing in line. Step into your inside surround sound theater. The name will come to me later. And I'll say, oh yeah, right. But you know what I mean. Step into the one you've got inside. I had the privilege of hearing a talk about 20 years ago from the guy who wrote the book, Everything I Needed to Know I Learned in Kindergarten. And he didn't have a single prop. He didn't use a video. He didn't have slides, nothing. He said, none of this technology is nearly equal to the technology between here and here. I invite you to use it. I invite you to use that technology right now. So, as you enter the next moment, or when the thought arises within you in 5 minutes or an hour or 4 hours or even tomorrow morning, the next day, what is your winged wish? And how can you write it? Just for the pleasure of feeling better, the pleasure of the experience. How good can you get your inner theater so that you can't tell the difference between this and it happening out there? Because when you don't care, it's so much easier for it to come to you. Every time we push, we create resistance. And wishing without any attachment is no resistance. And who knows, maybe that wish, that horse, that Pegasus will take on a life of its own and fly out and bring back to you exactly what your heart is dreaming of, your heart is wishing for. Who knows? And whether or not you have the power to change your experience right now in this moment. And I hope that you will seize it. I hope you will get curious as a cat and explore what you'd love. Get curious about that. You already know what you don't want. What would you love? How can you get curious about that? And be that curious cat. Because everybody wants to be a cat. It's true. I love that song. So today, ride your wishes for the pleasure of the journey, just for that. And have a beautiful and blessed day. I'm Julie Ling, inviting you to let your heart, your dreams, your wishes sing. Thanks for joining me, and I'll be back when you least expect it. I hope you'll be there too.